I think it was a very misfortunate exchange. I think that Zelensky was very rightly differentiating between ceasefire and a sustainable peace, and the need for bigger structure of security guarantees for Ukraine. But I'm not sure that the American delegation was ready to hear that. And therefore, at a certain moment, there was this emotional exchange, which I think harmed everybody.
During the meeting, President Trump said that Zelensky had no card.
Well, I think the key card of Zelensky is the resistance of the Ukrainian people. I mean, I remember 3 years ago what was happening here in Kyiv. We didn't have a lot of American weapons at the time. Yes, we had javelins, but it was not only because of javelins that we stopped the Russian tanks, you know. It was primarily because of this incredible resistance. And I think Zelensky was right that he didn't come to play the cards. It's not a question of making a deal just for the sake of the deal. I think Zelensky and Ukrainians seek justice.
What impact could these have on Ukraine's relationship with the United States?
So far, Americans were just giving all the concessions to the Russians. They were saying no NATO for Ukraine. They were saying no security guarantees for Ukraine. They were saying Ukraine should be a neutral state. Now they are threatening that they will cut assistance for Ukraine. So it's a kind of a very one-sided game from Trump administration. And it's certainly not the position of an ally. We increasingly see that it is even not a mediating position, because it goes really in line with what Russia wants.
With the upcoming meeting of the EU leaders in London, which President Zelensky will attend, does Ukraine see Europe as a reliable provider of security guarantees?
Security of Europe depends on security of Ukraine. Now the situation is becoming much more harsh because Europeans can no longer fully rely on American support, even military support. But technically Europe is not ready, militarily is not ready, and it should really act fast. And that Ukrainian army is the strongest army in Europe, and now the security of Europe also depends on Ukraine.